starts right now.
Taking a look outside with live cam, 51 degrees as we start off at 6 a.m. A bit chillier this morning than I expected it to be when I walked outside. Sarah Spivey will have our weekend forecast for us in just a bit.
Yeah, it feels great outside. On my way to work, I saw someone running this early in the morning. I was like, okay, maybe not the safest thing to do, but you know what? Hey, good way to start your Saturday morning.
They're warming up because we have the rock and roll marathon and race events today. And also the big, half marathon and full marathon tomorrow.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun weekend.
Weather is going to be great for the runners. In years past, they've had to deal with cold, rainy, warm, hot conditions. The weather's going to kind of be Chamber of Commerce weather this weekend.
Okay.
Very, very nice.
Yeah.
In fact, last night, guys, I don't know, y'all might have been asleep already, but the sunset last night was gorgeous. Did you happen to see it?
A little bit, yeah.
Here's a picture.
Yeah, my wife actually ran out to the top deck of our place and took an amazing picture. Yeah, she shared it on Instagram.
You should post it on KSAT Connect, RJ.
Yeah, I should. I'm gonna let her know.
Beautiful picture sent in by Richard Vasquez there. Thank you so much, Richard, for sending in that picture to KSAT Connect. Those clouds that made for a beautiful sunset are still around right now. We've got mostly cloudy skies. It's mainly those high, thin cirrus clouds, and we're dipping down into the 40s right now. It's 49 chilly degrees in San Antonio. But today is going to be a great day. Last weekend we had a little bit of weather. It was a little bit difficult to do any kind of outdoor Christmas decorating. This weekend is going to be great for that. Today, in fact, temperatures are going to be back in the 60s as early as 10 o'clock, 68 by noon, 75 for the high today with low humidity and winds from the west-northwest at 15 miles per hour. Great weather today, great weather tomorrow. I'll have a look at your half marathon and full marathon forecast coming up in a bit. And we're going to talk about how this nice weather should last well into the week ahead. Details coming up.
Sarah, thank you. Today marks 1 month since a 29-year-old man was shot and killed, and police still haven't found the person who did it. The
victim's father spoke to our John Paul Barajas about his son and their family's wait for justice.
I just start tearing up and someone take my son's life. He's very young.
Hyman Lopez was forced to hold a funeral for his son last week. San Antonio police say the 29-year-old was killed behind a Calabro Road laundromat on November 2nd.
I just hope they catch him and they get some leads.
Hyman Jr. was found with a gunshot wound to the head. At the time, police told KSAT they had no suspects and no witnesses.
Guy that doesn't care about nobody and I don't know what to say. Just be on the lookout.
The only evidence, security video. But so far, no arrests have been made. Now, Crime Stoppers is offering up to $5,000 for any information that could lead to an arrest.
Turn yourselves in and just stop being a coward.
Hyman Sr. says his son leaves behind 2 young children that he hopes one day will get justice for their father.
I love him, and I just wish we could spend more time with him. Lots of, I wish, we could just hang out some more and miss him a lot.
John Paul Barajas, KSAT 12 News.
A man charged in a 2017 drive-by shooting that killed a 4-year-old boy is heading to trial next week. Yesterday, Quentin Phillips rejected a plea deal in the case. He's one of the 3 men charged in the death of Darrell Whitley when the little boy's home was targeted in a drive-by shooting in July of 2017. 3 years later, Phillips, along with Terrell Chase and John Chapman, were all arrested and charged in this case. Now that Phillips is going to trial, the jury selection in his case starts on Tuesday.
Well, we've been reporting on this pretty much all year. More school closures could be in the plans for an area school district. During a community meeting this week, South San ISD discussed the major deficit the district is facing unless they take some action. Superintendent Henry Izaguirre says that he may recommend the closure of West Campus High School during an upcoming December board meeting. In the spring, the board voted to close 3 campuses, and last month, Edgewood ISD voted to close 2 campuses. San Antonio ISD, of course, has voted to close 15 schools and merge some other ones. Districts point to the drop in student enrollment numbers for the primary reason why.
Texas public schools could get more money for school safety only if state legislatures can get a bill to the governor next week. The Texas State Senate passed its version of the funding bill yesterday. Senate Bill 5 would set aside $400 million for public schools. It would also double the amount that schools get for safety improvements. The current special session ends on Wednesday.
All right, some national headlines here. For the first time in more than 20 years, a member of Congress has been kicked out of the chamber. The House has expelled Republican Representative George Santos.
Santos is facing a federal fraud case. He has pleaded not guilty to 23 charges, including wire fraud and money laundering. ABC's Melissa Adon has the latest.
George Santos no longer a member of Congress. Santos' name taken off his office, his locks changed as he walked out the Capitol. This marking the 6th Congress member to ever be expelled from the House. The historic vote 311 to 114, with 105 Republicans voting with Democrats, surpassing the 2/3 threshold needed.
The clerk will notify the governor of the state of New York of the action of the House.
The first-term lawmaker served as the representative of New York's 3rd congressional district since January, and scandal followed him. Caught in lies about his education, career, family background, and even falsely claiming that his grandparents survived the Holocaust and his mother survived 9/11.
Said I was sorry many times. I've behaved as if I'm sorry. I am sorry. I'm deeply sorry.
Santos was charged with 23 federal crimes, including identity theft, credit card fraud, and money laundering. He has pleaded not guilty. ABC's Rachel Scott pressing Santos about the finding of that bipartisan House Ethics Committee report claiming he stole money from his campaign to pay for rent, designer clothes, and even Botox.
Why won't you address any of the allegations in the report? Did you use campaign funds to pay for Botox, to pay for rent?
It's not smart to do that.
Speaker Mike Johnson standing by Santos, saying expelling a lawmaker who has not been convicted of a crime would set a dangerous precedent. Other Republicans disagreed.
I think the precedent is that we're holding members of Congress to a higher standard.
Democratic leader Hakeem Jeffries responding positively, saying the expulsion represents an important step forward in ensuring that the House of Representatives has a basic standard of professionalism. Melissa Adon, ABC News, Los Angeles.
All right, closer to home, a federal court has ruled that Texas must remove the border buoys from the Rio Grande River there in Eagle Pass. The Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals upheld a ruling earlier this year by an Austin federal judge to remove the buoys. The panel called the buoys an obstruction, and the state needed permission from the Army Corps of Engineers to install them.
The federal inmate accused of stabbing former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin is now charged with attempted murder. So according to prosecutors, that inmate stabbed Chauvin 22 times and told correctional officers that he would have killed him if he had not responded so quickly. Chauvin is the officer convicted of killing George Floyd.
Okay, a disturbing story here. Oklahoma State University is promising, quote, appropriate action after, get this, a dead longhorn was found outside a fraternity house. The discovery at the Farmhouse fraternity comes ahead of OSU's Big 12 championship matchup versus the University of Texas Austin today. A campus newspaper reports the carcass had an expletive carved into its side. So you can read more of OSU's statement as well as the fraternity statement right now on our website, KSAT.com.
Former Supreme Court Justice Sandra Day O'Connor has died. O'Connor was born in El Paso and became the first female Supreme Court justice appointed by Ronald Reagan in 1981. Here at home, O'Connor High School was named after her. She went to the dedication ceremony in Helotes 25 years ago. O'Connor was 93 years old.
Yeah, definitely an inspirational figure there. Okay, guys, 6:08 right now and 51 degrees to start your Saturday morning.
Okay, during the holidays, you may find yourself wanting to take a last-minute vacation. Still ahead, what you need to know about holiday travel.
And if you are in the market for a new car, reliability may be at the top of the list. After the break, some things you should know to help choose the best car for you.
Chilly start to our Saturday morning, 51 degrees at 6:09. Hey, the Rock and Roll Marathon races are happening today and the big one tomorrow. Sarah Spivey will have our forecast when we come back.
What problems have you had with your vehicles in the past year? That's what Consumer Reports asked hundreds of thousands of its members with newish cars.
Everything from the engine to transmission issues, leaks, paint and trim problems. And with EVs growing in popularity, we ask electric car owners about battery and charging issues. And then we can crunch those numbers to calculate the predicted reliability of new and also used cars, almost every car in the market.
And electric vehicles didn't exactly shine. Members had 79% more problems with their EVs compared to gas cars.
Our members are reporting the same issues with most EVs as they are with vehicles that have been designed brand new from the ground up, whether they're gas or electric. And EVs are about the newest technology out there, and it's taking a while even for established car makers to work through those growing pains.
But they seem to have worked out growing pains for hybrids. Those actually had 26% fewer problems on average than a gas-only car. In general, though, plug-ins were not nearly as reliable as integrated hybrids.
Pickups may rule the road in Texas, but when it comes to reliability, they came in at the bottom 7 of the last 8 years in CR's rankings. And this year, at the very bottom, electric pickups.
Sedans remained the most reliable. As for specific brands, Lexus and Toyota took the top spots, followed by Mini, Acura, Honda, and Subaru. Marilyn Moritz, KSAT 12 News.
Sarah, 51 degrees. It's chillier this morning than it has been.
It is chillier this morning, and that's because we've had dry air move in. And the dry air, guys, is going to be with us for about a whole week here. So that's going to lead to some really beautiful weather for us around San Antonio. I want to start by taking a look at the weather setup. As you can see, clouds are streaming in from the south and from the west. That's why we've got those high-level cirrus clouds out there this morning as the sun is starting to rise. But notice that there's not really any rain around San Antonio. It's because we don't have that lower level moisture. Meanwhile, out near New Orleans and parts of Florida, they've got a lot of humidity there, and that's what's allowing for them to see some rain this morning out there and some storminess. Across the nation, some snow across the Rockies, and in New England, there's some snow this morning as well. But in our upper levels, I'm showing you the water vapor imagery here. You can see this band of orange. That's some drier air that's going to be moving in place and staying overhead for a while here in San Antonio and in south central Texas. So as we look at the humidity forecast, it's expected to stay fairly dry today, tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, even though humidity will rise slightly, still pleasant outside. Again, notice that humidity even drops further tomorrow and Monday. We're actually going to see a reinforcing shot of drier air move in, and that's what's going to keep things persistently nice for us. That'll lead to cool mornings and nice afternoons. Dry weather, dry air allows us to cool down and warm up quickly. So in the mornings, 40s, in the afternoons, 70s. It's going to be really pleasant around San Antonio and south central Texas. Chamber of Commerce weather for us all around the area. And this morning, we're dealing with one of those cool mornings, as we were talking about. 49 in San Antonio, 48 in Hondo, 45 in Bulverde, 51 in New Braunfels. Good morning, Uvalde. It's 47 degrees, 49 in Los Maples, and 43 in Kerrville. Here's your KSAT 12-hour forecast. I mentioned that dry air warms up pretty quickly. We're in the 40s right now, but by 10, we're already going to be in the 60s. By noon, we'll be near 70 degrees, partly cloudy all day today. Northwest winds at about 5 miles per hour, 5 to 10 miles per hour, and a high right around 75 today. It's going to be cool this evening with temperatures dropping into the 50s. Here's a look at neighborhood highs. Our average high this time of year is 67, so we're going to be a bit warmer than that, but it's still pleasant. 77 in Del Rio, 71 in Kerrville. Uvalde is going to be at 75, 75 in Pleasanton, 69 in Gonzales, 73 in Canyon Lake, and 71 in Kerrville. So we've got really nice weather in the forecast in the next several days, but that comes at a cost. We could still really use some rain. And as you can see, when we look at the potential rainfall through Friday, so all next week, it is going to stay dry in San Antonio with much of the rain of the nation focused in the Pacific Northwest and in parts of the Appalachian Mountains as well. So we've got a lot going on this weekend, including the Rock and Roll Half and Full Marathon tomorrow. If you're planning on running, or if you have loved ones that are planning on running, the weather should be nice. It'll be warmer, though, by around noon. Partly cloudy skies starting off at 45. By noon, though, warming up to 70. Winds not going to be much of an issue from the west-northwest at about 5 miles per hour. Of course, runners, I'm sure, would like it to be a little cooler out there, but all in all, nice weather, low humidity in our forecast. Even though there's no rain chances in the next 7 days, as you can see, I do see that there is a possibility for some rain next weekend. Coming up, we'll talk a little bit about that rain chance.
All right, yeah. And we have some KSATers I know that are going to be running tomorrow. Misael Gomez, our photojournalist, also Stephanie Sedma, going to be hitting the pavement there.
Yeah,
I can't do it.
No.
So I'll be cheering them on.
They can represent us.
Support. Yeah.
If I would run, it would probably be the 5 or 10K today.
Yeah, there you go.
The half or full is a little difficult.
A little much.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sarah.
All right, guys, 6:18 right now, 51 degrees outside.
Dangerous dogs in San Antonio might be easier to locate with a new tool created by Animal Care Services. Next, how it works and how you can use it.
Welcome back. The city has a new tool available when it comes to dangerous dogs in San Antonio. Animal Care Services has created a registry for dogs that have been deemed dangerous. Some people called for an official list following an increase in severe attacks over the past year. One of those attacks killed 81-year-old Ramon Nájera in February. His son, Raymond Nájera, pushed for changes after his father's death.
The registry is going to be very, very helpful for if you don't know the neighborhood. Continue to report dangerous dogs or dogs that are loose.
And there are currently 123 dangerous dogs in the database that will be updated. You can search for those dogs by city council districts. Animal Care Services says that you can report a dangerous dog by calling 311 or going to the ACS page of sanantonio.gov.
It's 6:32 and 50 degrees outside.
Yeah, feeling pretty good out there today. On a brand new episode of Texas Eats, the one and only David Elder checks out an exciting new restaurant off Broadway that's fusing Cuban and Mexican cuisine.
This is kind of your own play on that, right?
Yes. The bread, that is going to be a telera bread with some cheese and avocado from the Mexican side. And the pork and ham is going to be like the Cuban sandwich used to be. The pork is going to be cooked Cuban way.
Like that shredded pork, right? Woo-wee. Wow, bro, that's insane. Super creamy. The avocado is just perfect. That ham is just salty enough, but that pork, my goodness.
All right, welcome back. It's 6:30 on a Saturday, December 2nd, and we're talking about a little bit chillier outside, but still pretty nice for marathon weekend.
Yeah, Sarah, we had that drier air move in, you said, overnight, and I think it's great running weather for the rock and roll marathoners for those different races happening today and tomorrow.
Absolutely. It is going to be beautiful weather across San Antonio and South Central Texas, not only all weekend long, but into next week as well. Here's a look at the weekend forecast for you. Today, we're going to be at 75, tomorrow 74. Not a huge difference from today to tomorrow. Pleasant both days with low humidity, both today and tomorrow. Take a look outside right now, though. It is chilly. Temperatures are in the 40s for a lot of locations. 43 in Kerrville, 48 in Rock Springs. Del Rio, good morning. It's 53 degrees in your backyard. 47 in Uvalde, 48 in Hondo, 51 in New Braunfels, and 49 here in San Antonio. This is what we're going to talk about in the forecast. Low humidity through next week. That humidity will stay low for most of next week, and that'll lead to cool mornings and comfortable afternoons. We're going to have mornings in the 40s and afternoons in the 70s. Unfortunately, though, no major rain chances, and that could really harm our drought out there. So I'll show you the drought, and we'll talk, though, about how beyond the next 7 days, our chances may turn to more rain. Those details ahead.
Thank you very much, Sarah. A San Antonio police officer is taken to the hospital after a crash on Southeast Military. So this happened around 9 p.m. last night. This morning, San Antonio police say the officer who was injured was responding to a robbery call with his lights and sirens on. That's when a driver in a pickup truck hit the officer at an intersection as he was attempting to make a left turn. The officer was taken to the hospital. He is expected to be okay. Police say that the driver in the pickup truck was found to be driving while intoxicated and then was taken into custody.
The search continues for 25-year-old Faustino Diaz. He is the suspect in a brief standoff that happened yesterday afternoon. It happened Thursday afternoon at an apartment complex on Cripple Creek near Harry Warsbach Road. By the time SWAT officers went inside, they found Diaz had already fled, and 3 children were inside that apartment. Diaz had a number of warrants out for his arrest. Police say he now faces a child injury charge.
And human remains found in a suitcase earlier this year have been identified. The Bexar County Sheriff's Office says that the remains are that of 51-year-old Ricardo Saenz. His torso was found in a suitcase in southwest Bexar County back in July. Sheriff Javier Salazar says that Saenz was involved in organized crime and may have been distributing drugs. A forensic team identified a dragon tattoo on his back. The sheriff says the tattoo led to relatives coming forward to identify him.
It shocks the conscience to hear something like that. A human torso found in a suitcase, advanced stages of decomposition. I mean, it's an ugly case no matter how you look at it.
The sheriff says his team was following up on several leads. While he did not want to talk about possible suspects, he says there are people of interest in this case.
Well, what was once a death sentence is now just a disease. People across America are working to rewrite the narrative of what life is really like for those living with HIV and AIDS.
All right, our Avery Everett shows us how those efforts are happening here in San Antonio.
All of these people went through hell and back.
Stories sewn together.
Their struggles and their strife that they went through helped to improve the medications and the treatment that we get today.
Remembering lives lost.
Of course, I get sad at first because I've known so many people that have lost their lives in AIDS.
But recognizing progress made in treatment.
Each and every one of those lives that we lost was another step closer to where we are now.
More than 4 decades have passed since cases were first reported across the United States. But advances made in that time have changed and even saved lives.
And I'm living proof.
Diagnosed 8 years ago, Aurelio Alcocer says he lives a full life HIV positive.
I told myself that I wanted to become a beacon in the community.
And he's not alone.
I had my own diagnosis in 2015.
Stigmas around the disease
felt a lot of shame at first.
Still remain in some parts of San Antonio.
I see the barriers every day with religion and cultural barriers and things like that.
But advocates say the real experiences of those living with HIV and AIDS should make a difference.
We have the tools to end the HIV epidemic, and again, stigma and fear are the biggest barriers.
The common thread is education.
People living with HIV are just normal, regular people.
These quilts just one step as Alcocer and his team work to change misconceptions about HIV and AIDS. Avery Everett, KSAT 12 News.
Soon, more homeless people in San Antonio will have a safe place to stay. Starting next week, the Holiday Inn on Cesar Chavez and Santa Rosa will start operating as a shelter. The local nonprofit Sam Ministries will run it, and it will help people staying there find permanent housing. A nearby child care center said it had issues when another nonprofit used the hotel for homeless people, but things have changed.
We took some missteps, right? So outreaching to the neighbors around this property is work that we should have done in partnership with the city before things moved in the way that they did.
And they've done that. Sam Ministry says it gave neighbors more information about the shelter, including staff members' contact information. The city of San Antonio is using federal money to lease the hotel.
In some health news this morning, colon cancer demographics are rapidly shifting as more diagnoses are occurring in younger people at more advanced stages. ABC's News' Justin Finch explains what the latest numbers are showing and what you can do to stay healthy.
A study published by the American Cancer Society found that colon cancer diagnoses in people under the age of 55 have doubled from 11% in 1995 to 20% in 2019. They also found the number of people under the age of 65 diagnosed annually increased 2.5%. The study estimates that in 2023, more than 150,000 people will be diagnosed with colon cancer and more than 50,000 people will die from the disease in the U.S. And while mortality from the disease has decreased 2% in the last decade, it has increased 2.5% over the past 50 years for those under the age of 50. Colon cancer is 33% more common in men, which is likely related to lifestyle factors. Eating lots of fruits and vegetables as opposed to processed meats, getting regular exercise, keeping a healthy weight, and not smoking or drinking can decrease your risk. And the American Cancer Society says it's best to get screened regularly. With this Medical Minute, I'm Justin Finch, ABC News.
Well, if you're coming into downtown early this morning, be on the lookout for road closures and parking restrictions, and not just today, tomorrow as well. Thousands of people will be running the Rock and Roll Marathon this weekend, starting with a 5 and 10K today, followed by the half and full marathon on Sunday. It's important to read the parking restrictions if you're in the area.
Most of them are only applicable for the morning. And it's really awesome to have this many people come into the city and come downtown and support businesses, but also make sure you know that those signs only apply for only a limited amount of hours.
So many businesses in the area will have specials for those who run the race. There's a lot of information about the route, road closures, and more on KSAT.com. RJ, I definitely saw some of those. You know, the roads weren't closed when I was coming into work this morning, but you could see those closure signs kind of pushed off to the side.
Yeah,
and,
absolutely.
And I saw officers waiting to probably put them up when those races start.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So some good information there as far as like parking and also the route. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I'll count me in as one of those people that's gonna be enjoying it from the sidelines.
Cheering people on.
Cheering people on for sure.
It's 6:37 and 50 degrees.
All right, if you're planning on taking a holiday vacation this year, it's not too late, but there are things that you should know. More after the break.
We have a cooler start this morning at 50 degrees. After Sarah Spivey said we had some drier air move in overnight, she'll have our forecast for us. We'll come back. Okay, RJ, many people are going to be traveling over the holidays or the next few weeks, but maybe you're just looking for a getaway to have a vacation for yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. Nothing wrong with a good getaway. I'm actually going to go to Vegas in about a week. So it'll be fun. Yeah, if you guys are looking to book a last-minute trip, ABC's Rena Roy shares what you need to know.
If you're looking to book a trip for the winter holidays, Katie Nastro from Going.com says it's not too late, but you shouldn't wait any longer.
Unfortunately, they don't act like retail where the bargain bins come out and things go on sale by 50, 60%. Airfare actually works in the opposite direction, and it tends to rise the closer we get to the day we're looking to travel, especially over a peak season like the winter holidays when a lot of people are looking to fly.
Nastro says to try your best to book at least 21 days out.
Now, why 21? Well, 21 days out is basically something called a 21-day advance purchase requirement. And it basically says that fare that you see on day 21, the next day, on day 20, that fare is going to disappear and a new, cheaper fare takes its place. But a lot of times it's not cheaper and actually gets more expensive. You know, $50, $100, $200 more expensive.
Although they may be hard to find, Nastro says there are some deals to be had, like if you travel on the holiday itself.
Taking advantage of flying on the holiday itself is actually a great way to save upwards of 20, 25% versus traveling on other days, you know, leading up to the holidays.
And after you book airfare, Nastro recommends keeping flight alerts on in case a lower price comes along.
Now that change fees are gone, you know, outside of basic economy, for a regular economy ticket, there's no penalty to change to, say, a different flight that might be at a lower cost.
And if you can push your trip to January or February when fewer people are traveling, Nastro says you could save a lot of money with airfare potentially 80% off if you compare it to over the Christmas and New Year period. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
All right. You know, I'm even thinking of like Fredericksburg is always nice. Going up to New Braunfels.
Oh my gosh,
those areas.
They have all the Christmas stores.
Yeah, that
the
too.
The candle store. I like going to the candle store.
And typically Fredericksburg, Bernie, about 5 degrees cooler than San Antonio too. So you get a little bit of that Christmassy kind of feel out there too. But it is going to be a beautiful weekend for us. As we take a look outside right now, you can see that there are some clouds. It's going to be a partly cloudy day, but it's chilly this morning. It's 46 in Bernie, 43 in Kerrville, 49 here in San Antonio. In fact, you can see that temperature difference right now, right? About 7 degrees cooler in Kerrville than it is in San Antonio. 50 in Castroville, 55 in Pleasanton, 50 in Seguin, and it's 48 in Hondo. Today's forecast calls for really nice low humidity weather. It's going to quickly warm up though. Even though we're in the 40s right now, by 10 we're going to be in the 60s under partly cloudy skies. This afternoon we'll be in the the 70s, 75 degrees for the high temperature, a little bit warmer than average, but with the low humidity, it's going to feel amazing outside. Here's a look at neighborhood highs. Our average is 67, but it's going to be 75 Port SA and in Converse, 73 in Seguin, 75 in Floresville, 69 in Gonzales, 73 in Canyon Lake, 75 in Uvalde and Sabinal, 75 in Devine, and 75 in Pleasanton. All right, let's take a moment and talk about our weather setup. Some light rain moving across the central portions of Texas. Meanwhile, there's some thunderstorms out near New Orleans and parts of the panhandle of Florida. A wider view here shows some snowfall across the Rockies and even up toward Maine. That's where that cold core of air is. It's a chilly morning across a good portion of the United States. It's in the 30s across the Central Plains. As I mentioned, it's 49 here in San Antonio. It's actually warmer this morning in Atlanta and even close to similar weather in Washington, D.C. right now. But what we see as we look at the dew point and the humidity map, we've got a cold front to our north that's working its way through central Texas. Now, the front is not going to cool us down too much other than in the mornings. Instead, it's really just going to keep the dry air coming and keep dry air in place around San Antonio and south central Texas for the next several days. So we'll have low humidity through next week. That means cool mornings and nice days, nice afternoons. Cool mornings in the 40s, nice afternoons in the 70s. But unfortunately, it also means no major rain chances. So we get the beautiful weather, but it comes at a cost. No major rain chances, and we need rain. Here's a look at the current drought monitor. You can see extreme drought in the red here all throughout San Antonio, up that I-35 corridor toward Austin, with moderate drought extending out west toward Del Rio. But again, we're in a bullseye of drought here across the San Antonio metro area, Seguin, New Braunfels, Boerne, even out toward Hondo and down near Floresville. There's severe to extreme drought. So when can we expect rain? Well, our next rain chance doesn't arrive until potentially next weekend. That's when a low pressure system will be moving across the United States, open up the atmosphere for an opportunity for rain. We're talking December 9th and December 10th. Mainly on that Sunday, that's when we have that chance for rain. So rain chances not looking good in the week ahead, but we start to see them bump up by the next weekend. One last thing to talk about, rock and roll marathon and half marathon tomorrow. Weather's going to be pretty nice, chilly whenever the runners start at 45 degrees. Dress in layers because by noon it'll be 70. We'll have northwest winds barely at about 5 miles per hour. So quiet week ahead for us, but quiet can be nice. So there's a lot of things to do outside at our place. So we're going to be working on the yard, maybe setting up some of those Christmas decorations. A great weekend to do that this weekend.
Are these on average for about this time, or are they still?
A little warmer than average, but the morning lows are close to average. It's the afternoons where we get a little warmer.
Thanks, Sarah.
Yeah, great week ahead here. Okay, guys, 6:47 right now and 50 degrees outside.
New information about a black hole that's altering space and time around it. What? All right, so coming up next,
I don't know
how this information can help astronomers in the future.
All right, and taking a look at TransGuide this Saturday morning. Obviously, roads looking pretty good out there. A lot of closures around the downtown area, so make sure to go to our website to check out what's going to be closed, what's going to be open for the weekend, the Rock and Roll Marathon. We'll be right back.
First, let's take a look at these lotto numbers. Pick 3, 320, Fireball 4, Daily 4, 4721, Fireball 2.
All right, and the Daily 4 here, 47. Oh, you did that one, right? Okay. Cash 5, 6, 8, 13, 26, and 33. Good luck to everybody.
And Mega Millions 12, 47, 49, 52, 65, Mega Ball 12, Mega Plier 4.
Welcome back. Well, a supermassive black hole at the center of our galaxy is spinning rapidly and altering space-time around it. Yes, space-time. That's according to a study published by the Royal Astronomical Society. The black hole is called Sagittarius A. A team of physicists observed it 26,000 light years from Earth using NASA's Chandra X-ray Observatory telescope. The study's lead author says that the altering of space-time is nothing to worry about.
Okay.
Did we just discover time travel? What's going on?
Should we be concerned?
But the information could be very useful to astronomers in the future.
To consult with the aliens. Astronomers have discovered a rare family of 6 planets about 100 light years from Earth. The exoplanets are larger than Earth but smaller than Neptune. They are in a little understood class called sub-Neptunes, commonly found orbiting sun-like stars in the Milky Way. Experts say this revelation could shed light on the evolution of planets and the origin of prevalent sub-Neptunes in our galaxy.
Okay, I like what you said. Consulting with the aliens here.
Consulting with the aliens. We need to see what's going on.
We got black
holes
holes
here. Should we be concerned about
yeah.
the time? What was it? The
time black hole, time warp, time
warp,
space-time.
Space-time.
Yeah,
Sure.
interesting stuff. Okay, 6:53 right now, 50 degrees outside.
Here's a look at what's coming up on Good Morning America.
Hey there, good morning on this Saturday. Coming up here on GMA, warfare resuming in the Middle East. Overnight Israeli airstrikes pounding Gaza after the week-long ceasefire ends, what it means for civilians living in Gaza, and the hostages still held by Hamas. As the death toll rises in Gaza, we have team coverage on the ground. And congressmen expelled, the latest on George Santos, kicked out in a historic vote, the reaction from Capitol Hill and what happens next, plus what this could mean for the balance of power here. And finally, test the season for some football. The SEC Showdown is in just a few hours. The biggest weekend in college football, the biggest trend on Google right now. ESPN's Tim Tebow joins us live with what to expect here from the conference championships. That's all ahead right here on GMA.
Well, like the poem goes, visions of sugar plums. Well, this is the vision because this is sugar plum and that's candy. San Antonio Humane Society. Oh my goodness gracious, this little baby.
No, just dancing in your head.
Yes.
It looks so snuggly. Oh my goodness.
When they're this age and they get a little fear period, they have to be held.
I know they do. They need to be cuddled, and especially in this little vest. I mean, it's nice and warm and snuggly. So.
And this is extremely relaxing right now. So you talk.
So Sugar Plum is a 2 to 3 month old little hound terrier mix. We had Sugar Plum's sister Joy on, if you remember, last week. So there was a litter of 3 of them. Super cute, sweet little dogs that were brought into us. So, and as we know, it's the holiday season. So you have to make sure that, dogs and cats are not just things that you can put on the shelves. Right. So you want to make sure that it's a good fit for you and your family. So we encourage you to bring everybody in when you come see us. And you can pick up a little pet bed and some cute little toys for your little loved one too for the holidays.
And even, if you're not adopted, hi, okay. You could snuggle, okay, right
snuggle.
There. If you just need stuff and you need a little package for your pet already,
we've got that.
Okay, I love this one.
I know, you need to take it home.
You can pick up leashes and beds and all sorts of things.
Yeah, all sorts of things. And these are donated from a wonderful volunteer, and so we sell them. So, yeah, come on by. You're helping the shelter, and you're helping our sweet pets.
If you would like more info, okay, you would need. Okay. She's rubbing up against my microphone too.
All getting it.
Okay, right there. San Antonio Humane Society, 4804 Fredericksburg Road, right in the neck.
Oh,
there you
yeah,
go.
right there. Mm-hmm. That's the sweet spot.
Thank you, dear.
You're welcome.
She loves Mike's beard.
Yeah,
She does.
Just keeping the Sugar Plum warm there.
Oh,
yes. It's 50 degrees outside right now. And as you can see, it is mostly cloudy. We're going to have a partly cloudy day, decent amount of sunshine, a great day to catch up maybe on that outdoor Christmas decorating. 61 at 10, 68 at noon, 75 for the high. West-northwest winds at 5 to 15 miles per hour today. Tomorrow, very similar to today. A little more sun on Monday and Tuesday. Temperatures closer to 70 degrees. The theme of the week ahead is chilly mornings and comfortable afternoons. No major rain chances for us in the forecast, but at least we'll have a stretch of very nice weather here in San Antonio.
Awesome. And I know that the Rock and Roll Marathon, they are having their 5K and 10K today.
Yeah.
And they're going to have awesome weather, and the half marathon and full marathon also happening tomorrow.
Chilly in the mornings, but nice later on.
And don't forget, there's a lot of
downtown.
road closures happening early this morning, but they're not going to be lasting throughout the day, and then again early tomorrow morning. But of course, we'll keep you posted on that on air and online.
Yeah, guys, we'll see you here in just a little bit, 8 o'clock. Good morning, San Antonio.
See y'all at 8.
Live from KSAT 12, Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
Good morning. It's 8 o'clock, Saturday, December 2nd. Honored to have RJ with us on the desk this morning.
Yeah, filling in for my guy, Max Massey. Did he just take a vacation because he had the top earnings in our No Shave November?
Yeah.
Shout out to Max doing that. Over $5,000.
He is
and our
on
entire
vacation.
squad.
Yes.
No, really glad to be hanging out with you guys. Love hanging out with the Sarahs on a Saturday morning, a beautiful Saturday morning.
A beautiful Saturday morning, RJ, and I know there's going to be a lot of runners out there today and tomorrow. The rock and roll marathon events start today with the 5K and 10K, Sarah, and they're getting some nice weather.
Yeah, a little chilly out there right now, and we do have some clouds in San Antonio, but we are going to see plenty of sunshine later on today. Here's a look outside right now. Cloudy skies in San Antonio, and it's near 50 degrees. It's 52 degrees right now at the airport. But take a look in the hill country. We're actually dealing with clear skies up in the hill country. In Kerrville, sunny 43, Rock Springs 48, Fredericksburg 43 too. So the sun is there. We just got to wait to see it here in San Antonio. It'll be a good weekend for outdoor Christmas decorating. I know last weekend was kind of hit or miss with the areas of rain at times, but today's going to be great. Still mostly cloudy at 10 and cool, right around 60, but partly cloudy during the day today. 75 for the high, low humidity, west-northwest winds at 5 to 15 miles per hour. Hey, coming up, we're going to take a look at the week ahead. It looks beautiful across San Antonio, but what does that mean for our rain chances? Details coming up. Sarah.
Sarah, thank you. As of right now, city streets are packed for the annual Rock and Roll Running Series. The first races started just about 30 minutes ago.
All right, look at them. Just this from last year's event. Of course, is a big event here in the city of San Antonio, but this also means that several roads will be closed either today or tomorrow.
Yeah, these no parking signs are set up around downtown to warn drivers that vehicles will be towed. Some are for today, others are for tomorrow. Some only last throughout the morning and not through the afternoon. So just keep in mind those road closures, and the ban on parking is only for a few hours in the morning.
Yeah, they actually updated those yesterday. So the biggest race of the weekend, the marathon, of course, is tomorrow. So we have a map of the race course, the 5K and 10K, and they are going on this morning. So while the half marathon is also scheduled for tomorrow, and we have all of these maps, road closures, everything on KSAT.com.
And speaking of parking, a new report says San Antonio has been named the 8th worst city in the U.S. for parking availability. That's not good. Motoring experts at car subscription company Finn analyzed car parking prices, the number of EV charging options, and the number of real wheelchair accessible parking spaces. So San Antonio scored a 2.12 out of 10 because of pricey parking meters and lack of space options away from crime areas. The only other Texas city on that list is Fort Worth at number 2. They scored a 1.27.
In your morning headlines, the federal inmate accused of stabbing former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin is now charged with attempted murder. Prosecutors say that inmate stabbed Chauvin 22 times and told officers he would have killed him if they had not responded so quickly.
Yesterday, the House voted to expel Republican Congressman George Santos from New York. The vote follows a scathing House ethics report accusing Santos of exploiting his candidacy for profit. He also faces 23 federal charges to which he has not pleaded not guilty. In response to yesterday's vote, Santos accuses the House of setting a dangerous precedent.
In your Texas headlines, Texas must remove the border buoys from the Rio Grande in Eagle Pass. A federal court making that ruling yesterday. This is the second time this week that Texas lost a legal battle in the ongoing border security saga. On Thursday, a federal judge ruled in the government's favor after Texas asked them to force Border Patrol agents to stop cutting razor wire installed by the state. On social media, Texas Governor Greg Abbott said the state will take the case to the Supreme Court if needed.
After saying there was an unacceptable risk of a power grid emergency during the strong winter storm, the Texas grid operators plan to prepare the state better for extreme winter weather failed to take off this fall. In early October, officials at Electric Reliability Council of Texas, known as ERCOT, announced they wanted more power plants available to run this winter. So ERCOT's plan to entice companies to make more power available involved asking if they were willing to bring some shuttered gas and coal-fired power plants back online, and if so, What would it cost ERCOT? As it happened, not a single company thought reviving an old power plant made sense, and the November 6th deadline passed without a single proposal to revive a power source for the winter.
Experts say that Texas is not prepared for the Austin-San Antonio population boom, which is supposed to grow from 5.2 million to 8.3 million people by 2050. Texas economic leaders and developers say that investing in efficient transportation, affordable housing, and sustainable water sources will be key to support that population surge. Experts also add that relying on Interstate 35 to support the majority of travel between metro areas is the most pressing issues that I think we can all attest to. The Texas Department of Transportation plans to begin expanding I-35 through Austin in late 2025.
Data from the U.S. Census Bureau shows that San Antonio since 2010's 65 and over population has been increasing at a faster rate than its potential pool of caregivers. And for some families, the cost of getting outside assistance to help with this care is out of reach. In the San Antonio, New Braunfels metro area, the cost of an assisted living facility is about $41,000 a year. That's nearly 50% of the median family income in the area. AARP Texas says they are working to solve this growing problem by advocating for family caregivers to receive tax credits for their services. And they're also trying to get local support groups up and running for families finding themselves taking on the caregiver role.
All right, we're getting you up and early on your Saturday morning, hopefully having a little coffee, maybe a little bit of breakfast right now before you get your day going. It's 8:06 and 52 degrees outside.
52 degrees. Nice weather for those that just started half an hour ago or 7 a.m. this morning. The 5K and 10K for the Rock and Roll Marathon. Sarah Spivey will have that running forecast for us when we come back.
We are getting ready for a beautiful weekend, guys. The weather this weekend is absolutely going to be gorgeous. Now, we're starting with a little clouds, so it's a bit deceiving, right? But there are sunny skies on the way, and we're going to have really comfortable temperatures. Let's start with a look at our weather setup. And you can see across the state of Texas that we do have some light rain from San Angelo to areas near to Dallas. But here in San Antonio, we're just seeing some of these cirrus clouds streaming in from the southwest. We just don't have enough moisture at the surface to produce rain like they're seeing out near New Orleans and in the panhandle of Florida. Instead, we're going to see some drier air work its way in. Across the nation, there's some snow in the Rockies and up near Maine, but we've got that drier air filtering in from the south and from the west here. This is a look at the water vapor imagery. Anywhere you see this orange color is that drier air that is going to be filtering into Texas here soon. And by the way, that drier air is going to be with us for most of the week. Here's a look at the humidity forecast. We're going to get even drier tomorrow with a push of drier air moving in. Dry on Monday, dry on Tuesday, still pleasantly dry on Wednesday, but humidity will be rising by Thursday. So for most of the week, it's going to be nice and dry and comfortable outside. That means cool mornings and nice afternoons. Here's a look at the forecast for you. You can see just like this morning, we were down to 48, 49 degrees. Tomorrow morning, 45, but comfortable in the afternoon at 74. A little cooler in the afternoons on Monday and Tuesday, but still very nice weather. And we're starting off chilly here in San Antonio and across the metro area. It's 45 in Boerne and 44 in Comfort, 43 in Kerrville. Notice that nearly 10-degree temperature difference from Kerrville to San Antonio. That's because we've got those clouds around the Alamo City right now acting as a blanket to keep in some warmth from overnight. But it's just been mostly clear up near Kerrville and in the hill country where temperatures are in the 40s. So your KSAT 12-hour forecast for San Antonio calls for mostly cloudy skies this morning. By noon, it'll still be mostly cloudy, but in the 60s. And then in the afternoon, a little bit more sunshine, high temperature of 75 this afternoon. We'll have west-northwest winds at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then later on tonight, after sunsets, it gets cool. Temperatures drop into the 50s. Here's a look at neighborhood highs. Warmer than average. Our average is 67. It's going to be 77 in Del Rio and in Cotulla, 75 in Pleasanton, 73 in Canyon Lake, low 70s up in the hill country, 71 in Kerrville, 75 in and Hondo. Victoria, you'll be at 71 today. Staying dry though this week. The nice weather comes at the cost of rain. You can see that the potential rainfall through Friday really is zero around San Antonio. We've got some rain across the Pacific Northwest and the east, but it is going to stay dry in San Antonio, which again, not great because we're under drought. However, it is a big weekend in San Antonio. The Rock and Roll Half and Full Marathon tomorrow. Here's the forecast for you runners. At the start of the day, it's going to be chilly, 45 degrees, but steadily warming by noon, 70 and partly cloudy. Wind is not going to be much of a factor from the northwest at about 5 miles per hour. So a quiet forecast for us in the next several days with those cool mornings and comfortable afternoons. There is, however, a potential for rain beyond the 7-day forecast. More on that coming up the next half hour.
All right, thank you very much, Sarah. And time now is 8:13. Looking at 54 degrees. Look at Mike right here.
I know, stay with us. He meets with a precious pet from the San Antonio Humane Society that you'll want to take home just in time for the holidays.
Well, like the poem goes, visions of sugar plums. Well, this is the vision because this is sugar plum and that's candy. San Antonio Humane Society. Oh my goodness gracious, this little baby.
No, just dancing in your head.
Yes.
It looks
Oh, okay.
so snuggly. Oh my goodness.
When they're this age and they get a little fear period, they have to be held.
I know they do. They need to be cuddled, and especially in this little vest. I mean, it's nice and warm and snuggly. So.
And this is extremely relaxing right now. So you talk.
So Sugar Plum is a 2 to 3 month old little hound terrier mix. We had Sugar Plum's sister Joy on, if you remember, last week. So there was a litter of 3 of them. Super cute, sweet little dogs that were brought in to us. So, and as we know, it's the holiday season. So you have to make sure that, dogs and cats are not just things that you can put on the shelves. Right. So you want to make sure that it's a good fit for you and your family. So we encourage you to bring everybody in when you come see us. And you can pick up a little pet bed and some cute little toys for your little loved one too for the holidays.
And even, if you're not adopted, hi, okay. You could struggle, okay, right
snuggle.
There. If you just need stuff and you need a little package for your pet already.
We've got that.
Okay, I love this one.
I know, you need to take it.
You can pick up leashes and beds and all sorts of things.
Yeah, all sorts of things. And these are donated from a wonderful volunteer, and so we sell them. So yeah, come on by. You're helping the shelter and you're helping our sweet pets.
If you would like more info, okay, you would need okay. She's rubbing up against my microphone too.
All getting it.
Okay, right there. San Antonio Humane Society, 4804 Fredericksburg Road, right in the neck.
Oh
there you
yeah,
go.
right there. Mm-hmm. That's the sweet spot.
Thank you, dear.
You're welcome.
So cute, Sugar Plum.
Just so warm and snuggly.
She's definitely going to get adopted after that video. Very cute. Okay, well, the Animal Defense League of Texas is participating in the Bissell Pet Foundation's Empty the Shelters Holiday Hope event from now until December 17th.
All right, take a look at these beautiful little face behind Arcane. Very cool. 1-year-old male Labrador there. So all of these animals are waiting for a warm home during the holidays. And this is pretty good. They all come spayed, neutered, vaccinated, microchipped, little kitty behind us, parasite treatment as well, and a starter bag of HEB pet food.
How can you say no? Look, Ginger Snap. All the adult cats and dogs will have reduced adoption fees of $35. You can see all the available pets on ADL's website at adltexas.org, or just swing by one of their locations on Nacogdoches or on Chuleta Drive near the San Antonio Zoo. It's where I got my sister girl. We adopted her from the ADL.
Oh man, how could you say no to those little faces right there? And today, Sarah, is National Mutt Day. It's a day to appreciate and celebrate mixed breed dogs. Animal rescue organizations are asking that if you want a new furry friend as a holiday gift, that you adopt one from, as we just mentioned, a local shelter. A mutt, like most dogs, loves to be walked and played with, so volunteering at a shelter is also encouraged, even if you can't take one of them home. You can observe the day on social media with the hashtag National Mutt Day.
Both of my dogs are rescues and both are mutts, and I have this theory that because they were rescued, they never run away. They never run away.
It's
they
kind
know
of their mindset and
they grew up and had a hard life for the first couple months of their life, and they know.
Oh,
They know
they know they got it good with you, though.
Oh, they are so spoiled.
They're spoiled.
Whole routine.
Yeah,
Go
absolutely.
outside before I leave, get back in bed, tuck them in under the sheets.
Yeah,
very
keeping
spoiled.
you warm during the holidays.
Yes.
Yeah, it's good little babies there. All right, guys, time now is 8:21, and look at that, 54 degrees.
So when we come back, we'll get a live look at the Lackland-based holiday shopping day. So stay with us.
Welcome back. 2 sailors from San Antonio are being recognized for the U.S. Navy for their service. U.S. Corpsman 2nd Class Ashley Martinez-Humphrey and Airman Luis Nieves are receiving honors. Martinez-Humphrey was named Junior Sailor of the Year by the Naval Medical Forces Support Command. You see pictures of him there. And Nieves was recently named to the U.S. Navy Ceremonial Guardsman after completing a 10-week program to join.
Well, right now, Joint Base San Antonio Lackland Exchange is treating basic military training trainees to a special holiday shopping event.
All right, yeah, definitely in the Christmas season here. For many of these trainees, this holiday marks the first time that they're away from family and loved ones. And our photojournalist, Alexis, is there right now. So let's go ahead and check in with her, see how things are going.
Yeah, so this is a live look at the Lackland Air Force Base Exchange. This event started about an hour ago, RJ.
All right, buses are bringing nearly 3,000 trainees to shop throughout the morning. And this is pretty cool here. Special guests include XFL player and former Texas Great Longhorn there, TJ Vasher. And of course, you know what, you got to have Santa Claus there.
Very cool. So this event will also feature giveaways, photo opportunities, I'm sure with Santa, and more to help brighten spirits as trainees browse for gifts for loved ones back home. They look excited. They look giddy. This is a fun event for them. So we'll be following this event throughout the morning. Just stick with us. Are they at a mall? Or are they at Target? Where are they?
I think they're at the exchange on base.
Oh, got it.
So they're able to kind of shop around and do a bunch of holiday some gifts there for family and friends. But that's a great point that we brought up earlier. The first time a lot of these young men and women are actually away from home and getting acclimated to life here in the military.
You know, one of my favorite live shots that we usually do is when we're at the airport with them and they're going home. Yeah. Well, we wish them all the best this holiday season. And speaking of the holidays, chances are you're doing some online shopping for some of your gifts, so it's important to keep your shipping deadlines in mind. We have all that laid out for you over on KSAT.com. Just look for this article.
I want to put you on the spot. All right, I guess I'm putting you on the spot. How are you doing on holiday shopping right now?
I haven't started.
Okay, me too.
Okay.
Procrastination.
We're going to get through it, RJ.
All right, 8:26 right now, 54 degrees outside.
Coming up in the next half hour, we're talking all things money, from mortgage rates to spending, cooling. Plus, we'll check back in with the Lackland Exchange. Good morning. It's 8:30 on Saturday, December 2nd. Thank you so much for watching.
Yeah, it's Rock and Roll Marathon Weekend, one of the best weekends across the city. You're going to have a ton of people, of course, the runners, businesses. So it's just going to be a lot going on. It's going to be a fun weekend.
Yeah, so if you are going to be doing anything downtown, there's a lot of events because we're in December. You know, pay attention. There's a lot of road closures happening, but primarily in the morning. So don't think that the road closures are going to be happening all day long. We have all that information on KSAT.com. Sarah, at 7:30, the 5K and 10K for the Rock and Roll Marathon kicked off, and they had some nice weather.
Yeah, it was a little chilly, but sometimes it's not that bad for runners, right? You want it to be a little cool outside. And in the pollen count today, no major issues. Now, yesterday molds were high. They're now low, so that's some good news. Some not so good news, there was no mountain cedar yesterday, but today mountain cedar is present in low amounts. Take a look at the clouds and temperatures right now. You can see that there are some lingering clouds around San Antonio at the moment, but these clouds are going to thin out throughout the day and we will have sun. 52 in San Antonio, 44 in Bandera, 44 in Kerrville, 51 in Hondo, and it's 55 in New Braunfels. All right, this weekend, 74 today, low humidity, 74 tomorrow in Pleasant. We are going to have a chilly morning, but a comfortable afternoon. Now, that pattern of low humidity is going to continue through next week. That means cool mornings in the 40s, but nice days in the 70s. Unfortunately, that nice weather comes with the fact that there is no major rain chance in the forecast over the next several days. However, beyond 7 days, I do see our next rain chance. We'll be talking about that coming up in a bit. Sarah, RJ.
Thank you, Sarah. The local chapter of a nonprofit that promotes strong, smart, and bold girls has opened its new headquarters. So yesterday, Girls Inc. of San Antonio unveiled their new 25,000 square foot campus. The space includes a STEM-focused lab as well as a digital library and an art studio. The president of the nonprofit hopes this new building will inspire the thousands of girls that they help.
For 20 years, we've never had a center of our own, a place where girls can come, be safe, explore their interests, make mistakes, try again, have positive female role models in their lives, have peer support to be able to learn, to grow, and to thrive.
And Girls Inc. estimates a new center could help them serve more than 6,000 girls this coming year in 2024.
All right, a bit of an update here. Soon, more homeless people in San Antonio will have a place to stay. Starting next week, the Holiday Inn on Cesar Chavez and Santa Rosa will start operating as a shelter. The local nonprofit, Sam Ministries, will run that shelter, and it will help the people staying there find permanent housing. When we last told you about that Holiday Inn being turned into a shelter, neighbors in the area were not happy. A nearby childcare center said that it had issues when another nonprofit used the hotel for homeless people, but things have changed.
He took some missteps, right? So outreaching to the neighbors around this property is work that we should have done in partnership with the city before things moved in the way that they did.
And they've done that. Sam Ministry says that it gave neighbors more information about the shelter, including staff members' contact information. By the way, the city of San Antonio is using federal money to lease the hotel.
More Texas office workers are back in person than people across the country, but a lot of the state's office space, well, it's still sitting empty. Major Texas cities have office vacancy rates that range from 21% to 25%, vacancies that could complicate the post-pandemic recoveries of downtown areas, which depend on office workers to support things like restaurants and retail businesses. Despite this, developers are continuing to construct more office buildings. Only time will tell what the effects of this will look like down the road.
In your morning money news, a new report from Harvard Center of Housing Studies shows that more than 765,000 older Texans are struggling to keep a roof over their heads, a problem expected to persist as residents age. This data shows that the number of Texas households headed by people 65 years or older are spending 30% or more of their income on housing costs. In San Antonio, that number is 55%. AARP Texas says that they are backing zoning reforms in Austin that would allow up to 3 affordable housing units in most neighborhoods. The Austin City Council has said that it will vote on that proposal next week.
Well, here's some good news. Mortgage rates continue to drop for the 5th straight week, and rates are even lower. Of course, not as low as we saw them during the pandemic, but new data from Freddie Mac says the 30-year fixed rate mortgage fell to an average of 7.22% a year ago. To the average 30-year fixed rate was 6.49%. Freddie Mac's chief economist says the continued rate decline is due to market sentiment shifting over the last month. This is good potential news for home buyers as purchase application activity is on the rise.
All right, economic growth, always important here in the U.S., was even stronger in the third quarter than previously estimated. That fact underscores the economy's remarkable resilience in the face of elevated inflation, something that we're all seeing, and high borrowing costs earlier this year. Gross domestic product, the broadest measure of economic output, rose at an annualized rate of 5.2% from July through September. After a robust third quarter, the U.S. economy is widely expected to grow at a much slower rate in the final months of the year as pandemic savings dwindle and interest rates remain at a 22-year high.
The U.S. Commerce Department says while inflation is easing, consumers, they're still holding back on spending. The core personal consumption expenditures price index, which is the Federal Reserve's main way they gauge inflation, rose 0.2% last month, not including gas and food prices, ending up 3.5% for the year. It's also the lowest annual rate since April of 2021.
All right, it is 8:36 right now, getting you going on your Saturday, start of a great weekend here. 53 degrees outside right now.
Okay, so we'll be back with the Lackland holiday shopping day that's happening right now.
Welcome back to Good Morning San Antonio on your Saturday. Let's check in with the Joint Base San Antonio Lackland Exchange Special Shopping Day.
Yeah, so this is a live look at the Lackland Air Force Base Exchange. It's going on now till 10:30. Thank you to our photojournalist Alexis is out there getting this live shot for us.
Yeah, pretty cool event here for these trainees. So XFL player, and I got to correct something. TJ Vasher's not Texas. He's Texas Tech. I did not get a text from David Sears, but he would for sure correct me on that. But you know what? The also big guest here, the big guy, Santa Claus, should be there by now, hopefully welcoming 3,000 military trainees coming to shop.
Yeah, so they do this because a lot of the trainees, you know, they're away from home for the first time. A lot of them don't get to go home for the holidays. So I know, you know, you can feel homesick, you're missing your loved ones. So this gives them an opportunity to shop for their loved ones and able to send back those gifts. I love the events that they do for them at, you know, we're Military City, USA, trying to make sure everyone is comfortable and happy because they know that this could be a difficult time being away from loved ones. You know,
absolutely, yeah. And look, they got a ton of options there. I was looking at the perfume, the colognes, they got clothing. So yeah, definitely a ton of things going on there for those trainees to get their holiday shopping started. So good event out there at Lackland. Good stuff.
Absolutely, and it's a little chilly out there this morning. We've got areas of clouds, but we will see the sun later on today. And all in all, it's going to be a pretty nice weekend for us and a good stretch of weather, in fact. All right, let's go ahead and take a look outside. You can see how cloudy it is right now in San Antonio. But when we look at it from a different angle, from space, you can see that the clouds are starting to break up a little bit in some areas and thin out. So we will see some sun today, but I did shave off a degree or two from the high today because we're starting off with more clouds than was initially anticipated. 54 right now in San Antonio. It's 54 in Helotes, but it's 48 in Bernie, 46 in Kerrville, 55 in New Braunfels, and 57 at Stinson. As we look at your KSAT 12-hour forecast, we will be warming gradually back into the 60s by noon, and in the afternoon, 74 degrees for the high today under partly cloudy skies this afternoon. Then later on towards sunset, temperatures are going to cool down into the 50s this evening. 75 in San Antonio, 75 in Hondo, it'll be 75 in Bandera, 71 in Bulverde, and 73 in Canyon Lake, 75 in Floresville, Nixon, Smiley area, right around 70 degrees. Here's a look at the weather setup across the state of Texas. We've got some light rain from Dallas to San Angelo, very, very light rain here. That's not really going to move into San Antonio. What we're stuck with are the clouds right now. But as we take a wider view here, you can see the area that's getting the most amount of rain, storminess, New Orleans, out to the panhandle of Florida. That's where we could have some severe weather across the nation. All in all, though, a chilly morning this morning across the United States. 54 in San Antonio right now, cooler than in Atlanta and in Birmingham. And we do have a front that's going to be moving through later on today. That front is moving through San Angelo as we speak. But instead of cooling us down too much, that front is instead going to be keeping the air dry. So that means in the week ahead, we're going to have low humidity all week long, pretty much. There will be cool mornings and comfortable afternoons. Cool mornings in the 40s like this morning, afternoons in the 70s like this weekend. A beautiful weekend, but it does come at the cost of no major rain chances over the next 7 days. And that's not great news when we consider the drought. Here's a look at the drought monitor, the current drought monitor. You can see the bullseye of extreme drought along that I-35 corridor from San Antonio up to Austin. But we do have moderate drought out toward Del Rio, severe drought for areas like Floresville, Pleasanton, Karnes City, but that bullseye of that extreme drought right over San Antonio metro area for areas like New Braunfels, Seguin, Canyon Lake, and Bernie as well. We could use some rain. I don't see any rain in the next 7 days. However, beyond that, this is our next rain chance. Our next rain chance, this is December 8th, so this is Friday, but the rain wouldn't make it to San Antonio until late Saturday or Sunday. That's the potential, our next potential for rainfall in San Antonio, not this weekend, but next weekend. So we got to wait a while for that. As you can see, that's what will happen to our rain chances. Our rain chances will start to tick up as we head into the weekend. Big weekend here in San Antonio with the Rock and Roll Marathon and Half Marathon tomorrow. Runners, it's going to be chilly in the morning in the 40s, but by 10, 61, and by noon in the 70s. So a little warmer than some may like it for the half marathon and the full marathon, but at least humidity is going to be low and the winds are not going to be a major factor tomorrow either. Winds from the northwest at about 5 miles per hour. All right, in the forecast over the next several days, 40s in the mornings, comfortable in the afternoon, and coming up, we'll have a look at the pollen count.
That's perfect running weather. Low wind, low humidity.
I think so too.
It's not, in the 80s or 90s.
Not raining. It's going to be fine, just fine for folks.
Yeah, we have a couple of KSATers, Miss Al Gomez, our photojournalist, and Stephanie Serna, one of our
Excited. Good luck to them.
They're going to do great. We'll be cheering you on.
Yeah, definitely for the sun. 8:45 right now and 55 degrees out there.
Let's take a live look outside. 8:45. Yeah, those clouds definitely still lingering. But like we said, it's going to be a beautiful running weather day today and tomorrow. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Hiring is slowing and the number of Americans on unemployment has reached a new high for the year, according to the Labor Department. Initial jobless claims totaled 218,000 last week. Employers added 150,000 new jobs in October, the smallest monthly increase since June. The Bureau of Labor Statistics says still the nation's unemployment rate is below 4%.
All right, but things looking a little bit better here in San Antonio. So check this out. So this is San Antonio's Spotify Wrapped, which is actually an annual report of a music listeners' minutes and top artists. But the mayor kind of switched things around here, his team. They posted this to Mayor Ron Nirenberg's Twitter X account this week, showing the San Antonio Wrapped for this year, and it has to do with our economy. Take a look at your screen. Here are the top hits in the Alamo City. So you mentioned over 5,000 residents enrolled in SA Ready to Work, that program, this year. 2 coal plants are being shut down. 42 solar projects are going on. 100 miles of greenway trails were completed, and almost $32 million in HUD funding to solve homelessness. 30,000 homes were weatherized through Casa Verde, and almost 5,000 housing units were preserved or produced. Way to go, SA, and way to go, Mayor, for coming up with an interesting way to present this this data.
I don't know if it's him or his social media marketing team. They are doing a great job.
Yeah.
It's good. Okay, so RJ, do you know your top hits for the year on music streaming platforms?
I'm guessing it may. Oh, wow, look at that. They put, I don't listen to radio.
No, because I don't listen. I asked him, I was like, do you use Spotify? He's like, no. Do I use Apple?
No.
He said no.
Podcast, radio here and there. Mostly mainstream stuff. I do like Drake. I like Grupo Frontera. Is kind of, the hit stuff.
Okay, well, one of those is on my rap. Here's my rap.
Here we go.
Taylor Swift.
Inside the mind of Sarah.
Taylor Swift, she's mother, she's my queen. Post Malone, my guy. Kanye West, okay, I listened to his 08 stuff.
His older stuff is,
that's my workout music.
Pretty, mostly.
I need to get angry and up, motivated to work out.
Yeah.
David Bowie, king.
Nice, okay.
King. And then there's your Grupo Frontera. This is my dancing in my living room music when I'm just want to dance.
Yeah.
I played it earlier. RJ was doing the Theo dance.
I know, yeah. You just start moving. It is. Just start moving when you hear the Frontera there.
It immediately. He didn't even
no,
without a beat. He just started dancing in the newsroom.
Of course. Oh wow.
Do it. There it is. That's
I'm trying to get the music in my head. But of course, Frontera, they're from the border. Just blew up this year.
Yes.
They did that collaboration with Bad Bunny during Coachella, right?
That was
it's a huge song.
My husband loves Grupo Frontera. He says
Same
it
thing with my
reminds
wife. Yeah.
Reminds me of Bobby Pulido. A lot of nostalgia there for if you grew up here listening to Tejano music.
Yeah. Good stuff there. I like that list. I like that David Bowie in there.
Oh, love David Bowie.
311, you also
311 was on my top 10 list, yeah.
San Antonio, big rock city, Incubus, I like them a lot too. Yeah, good stuff there. 8:52 right now, and we're looking at 55 degrees outside.
Okay, a local high school getting ready to perform during the Mariachi Extravaganza. Events happening this weekend. When we come back, what students say is the hardest part about the competition. Thousands of mariachi musicians will be in the Alamo City this weekend for the 29th annual Mariachi Extravaganza competition.
Yeah, cannot wait for this. The competition winners will open for the esteemed Mariachi Nuevo Tenochtitlan. Yes, it's a mouthful. It is a mouthful. Tonight at the Lila Cockrell Theater, and among the only 3 or 4 local high schools representing San Antonio is, shout out the South Side there, Harlandale High School.
That's right, and I had the opportunity to speak with some of the Harlandale Mariachi students about what this all means to them.
Ready? Together. It makes it like really nervous, especially since there are like 3 high schools from San Antonio. We want to show like what we can do to the rest of the valley, you know.
So this is actually going to be our first year competing at the Extravaganza. We've competed in other events, but this one is one of the major events, probably the biggest event around that you can imagine here in the state of Texas.
Right before the singing, right before the first singing.
We'll have like 3 pages to memorize for the music. It's probably the hardest part.
No, come on. I like how it sounds. I really get into playing. Like once I hear all the other instruments, I just go away. Everything goes away from me.
Friday is when the varsity students will have their clinic, and they'll compete on Friday as well.
It's got to be a little like hesitation. It can't just be dun dun. No, dun.
Anytime you come out on top, you get bragging rights, number one, of course. You get to be on one of the biggest stages out there as well, to be able to open for one of the largest groups, well-known groups in the world.
I'm the first person to be a mariachi in my family, but it was always like a thing for us, like if it was somebody's birthday or we're celebrating a quince or something, where there has to be mariachis playing. So it just like makes my family proud.
Get in the moment, so just like enjoy what you're playing, like have fun with it. Have fun with what you're playing, don't really think much about it.
Makes me feel good, like I'm representing something that I love. So it just like puts me out there.
I just
that
love.
Sounded beautiful.
I love Mariachi Extravaganza. So basically, they competed yesterday, and they're also competing today. And those finals are happening today. And like we said, only like 3 or 4 San Antonio schools are competing, and we have a lot of mariachi teams here at the high school level. So to only 3 to 4, that's what we're saying. Well, we feel a lot of pressure. We got to represent because a lot of schools are coming from the Valley, but not just from like the Valley in Texas. There's schools coming from Nevada and Washington State, from all over the country. So it's a big deal if you win, and then you're able to perform tonight on stage. So. For all this information, where you can get tickets, just head to KSAT.com.
Yeah, they sounded great, and I have a good friend who's part of the Harlandale ISD board, and he's always like, Southside, Harlandale. That's a great story. Great job. You and Azian.
Oh, and yeah, shout out to our photojournalist, Azian Bermia, who edited all that and shot that with me, and he did a beautiful job.
Yeah, that was beautiful. Okay, guys, Saturday morning, it is 8:58 right now, and 56 degrees now. I have to double check that outside right now.
We'll be right back.